The players, this is an adulting masterclass here that you're in the midst of. You have some leadership, not Coach Prime, but you have some other leadership that might be a little suspect. You're not sure. How do you handle that? Let me give you some advice. Y'all gonna need to band together and make something happen. After that whistle blow, when the first play that they called don't work, I already have a plan B and make something happen. Y'all are gonna have to make something happen because your future depends on it. In other words, if somebody trying to drag you down, y'all gonna have to put y'all heads together and figure out how you can defeat the system that's trying to pull you down, whether that's your OC, your DC, or if you're having a bad day. But y'all gonna have to band together and y'all gonna have to make something out of nothing. And you need to defeat TCU. Everybody was talking about the aura, right, that Colorado had when we played TCU the first time, right? And y'all know how that game went. We were supposed to lose that game, but we did not. And this is the same sentiment that needs to happen. I don't even know if Colorado is the underdog or not in this game. I know TCU is not ranked. Coach Prime posted something that, I thought was good. Again, I can't tell you what he thinks when he posts these things. I just, like art at the museum, I interpret it. It said, let's go, baby. Let's get back to the real you. Let's stop trying to appease people and focus on pleasing God. Now, when I read that, I was like, this is for you, Coach Prime. I'm like, we love you. But I was happy to hear the word, let's stop trying to appease. And it said, you're giving attention to the wrong people, places, and refocus, re-energize, and reclaim the real you. Your today is so much better than your yesterday. Now, understand this. When you put out messages like this, they eventually are for you. So I hope this means that maybe there's going to be some accountability with play calling. I watched Well Off Media, the little practice. I was looking for Sincere Brown because, I told y'all I'm watching this game. I want to see how they treat Caden. I want to see if, he has pass protection consistently on the right side. Coach Prime interview said the O-line is good. It's not a problem. That's not true. The O-line is not consistently good on the right side when they make adjustments. And I want to understand, why the hell are you making an adjustment? Number 84 is out here doing his job, and you take him out the game and put in number 53, and suddenly 53 is chasing the defender who's chasing Caden. That's the kind of thing that needs to be fixed. And I thought they fixed it, right? But it seemed like when they start focusing on something else, okay, we're going to start fast. While you over here starting fast, somebody else slowing you down and calling plays, but slipping in an adjustment that causes a problem. So leadership, honestly, got to get it together. I'm going to keep saying it, right? It's not on these kids. It's not. It's not on these kids. You can talk a good game and say the kids need to do this. Yeah, they do. They do. They need to do their assignment, but the assignment has to be a good assignment from the start. When I saw this photo with the kids running, the players, I said, you know who need to be out here running? Pat Schumer and Rob Livingston need to be out here running too. See, they are not being held accountable. All the other coaches could be held accountable. All of the players could be held accountable. But somehow Livingston and Schumer are getting off scot-free. So TCU is not ranked. So what do they have to lose that would make this game start off fast, like Georgia Tech or like last week versus BYU? But then we give it to them. We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see, because if Coach Prime end up at the bottom of the Big 12, because we won away from the bottom, I think we second to last, then it tells you that they're going to try to use that to justify some type of punishment. So stay tuned. We'll be watching the game. I'll make a live stream so we can go and watch it. Let me know. I don't even want to predict the score, but feel free. Let me know what you think, right? What are your thoughts going into the TCU game? What do you think the Buffs need to do? Or what do you think the players need to do to overcome what's already been taking place? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you. All right. So moving on to the WNBA. Shout out to Asia Wilson, the Aces, the Mercury. They're playing in the finals. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to watch it. Let me know if you plan on watching it. but congrats, right? These ladies work hard, and they seem to be in the midst of a firestorm. What kind of firestorm? It seems like a little match girl, Nafessa Collier, lit the damn WNBA on fire. And I, for one, am thrilled. And the first thing I said, oh Lord, I wish the NFL players had this kind of courage to be transparent. And then I remember, it's not that courage that's lacking. It's the clauses that are in their contracts that keep them from speaking negatively about the league. That's what's keeping them tight-lipped. So we got to remember that when we say, why they don't speak up? They have so many clauses. We're going to take your guarantees for this. We're going to take your guarantees for that. And they have a loyalty clause. Remember that contracts are one-sided. They entered into these one-sided contracts. So it's just kind of best that they just go ahead on and go to work and go home. That's it. Because you're going to lose money otherwise. So shout out to Nafessa Collier and Angel Reese, who, the little match girl and her bestie. Mark Cuban spoke up. Nafessa Collier said it point blank, period. She was very transparent about the inner workings of the WNBA and said they have poor leadership. I agree, which is why I stopped watching them. Because I said they were using racism as a strategy over there. And they weren't investing in all of the players. They wanted to cherry pick a white player like Caitlin Clark, put her out there. But they didn't want to invest in the Black women when they were at the top and put them out there. Asia Wilson is a 4-time MVP in the WNBA. What does that mean? Every city the Aces touch down in, there should be a billboard somewhere that's visible that has her on it. Come see the advertisement. It's not existent unless it was Caitlin Clark. And I think that's why a lot of people got turned off. And I already said that their commissioner got to go. So now Stephen A is saying it. So maybe it's going to gain some traction that Nafessa Collier came out and told the truth, right? So shout out to Nafessa Collier. And I posted, when you have your own, it's easier to speak up when you have your own. Remember, if you don't know, Nafessa Collier is co-owner in Unrivaled Basketball. And I believe Angel Reese believes that one day going forward, Unrivaled will be a league that the women only play in. They won't continue to play in both leagues, right? So shout out to Nafessa Collier for having the courage to speak up. Come to find out her grandfather's a trailblazer himself. So, being an advocate for others runs in their family. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Nafessa because the scene, like the cover from the movie Set Off came on fire because she just, when I tell you, and that was her exit interview. She was reading and she just lit into them. She just said it's poor leadership. That's what it's always been. And again, it's a Black dominated sport that they want to control. And it's not about being a commissioner that sets the league up for the future to be successful. It's just like in the NFL. And I said the NFL took a page out of the WNBA. It's to control the Black bodies. If you want to go start a league with all white people, go ahead. Let me see you do it. I'm sure you could do it, but that ain't what you want. You want to control Black athletes. You want to control how much they make. You want to control their generational wealth. You want to control how they live their lives. That's all it's about. Control. So shout out to Nafessa Collier, Mark Cuban, Angel Reese, and all the others that spoke up and supported the message by Nafessa Collier. All right, so let's get into what we came here for. All right. This picture should be hanging up in a museum. Why is that? This is art. First and foremost, people are going to say, oh, maybe because, they hugging each other in love, right? Nope, that's not it. They both are QB1s. Don't matter what they trying to do to Shedeur. It's what he is. He's a QB1. And so is Jordan Love, right? Do you see the hair? They both are quarterbacks. The most important position in the league. Do you see their hair? Do you see their hair? They're being themselves. See, they don't like that. I want you to pay attention to the pictures that the media uses of Shedeur. I've been paying attention. They don't like this. We have standards for the position. That's what they're talking about. They don't like Shedeur's hair. Remember they asked him about his hair in a press conference when he first got to Cleveland, you gonna wear your hair like that? he was getting ready for a photo shoot. I think it was a scene with the banana, and they asked him, was he gonna wear his hair like that? And I was like, why the hell you worried about his damn hair? And you got this picture right here with two black quarterbacks embracing each other, being authentically themselves. And it starts with the hair.